What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Parker Goes Carnivore. I'm your host, Ryan Parker, and this is week 14 of 2022. You know how we do it here. Carnivore diet food log, mental health log, workout log, and of course, just a general overview of what I did to make this diet succeed. Anyways, we got a lot of fun things to cover, especially the bagpipe competition in Vegas, so let's just jump right on into it. Welcome back. Wow, I hope everybody's doing amazing. I had such an amazing week and weekend. Can't wait to share it with all of you. And especially my hard work paid off on the scale. I prepped myself for Vegas right. Didn't let all my food temptations get in the way, and it paid off on the scale. So I'm very proud of myself on that. So let's talk about the week. Basically, everything was gearing up towards that bagpipe competition over the weekend in Vegas. Flew out Friday night, hooked up with a friend there, and we drank the night away, had a really good time catching up. And then Saturday was the big day. It was drumming competition that I piped for. It was my solo competition, and then it was also the band competition. If you've never seen a bagpipe competition before, here, let me give you a little clip. This is us competing in the grade 3 medley competition, and as you can see, there's pipers and drummers, and this is our entrance going into the competition circle. Lots of stuff going on there. My solo competitions went really well. The meditation paid off on one event, did not pay off on the other. I got second place in my hornpipe and jig. That's the highest place I've ever scored in a grade 1 competition, so I'm really proud of myself, and I'm really looking forward to the next competition next month in Costa Mesa. Nevertheless, let's talk about the temptations I was faced out in Vegas. As always with traveling, it's hard to eat clean when you're constantly doing something. If you're traveling and you can go to a restaurant and sit down and order exactly what you want, that's easy. But when I'm traveling on these bagpipe competitions, I don't have that luxury. I gotta plan ahead. So I stocked up full of jerky and cheese and salami roll-ups, little smokies, which are the non-sugared little beef jerky sticks. Bought a whole bunch of water, brought my electrolytes, and then my sweet mom brought me some beef jerky as well from her road trip from California to Las Vegas, so that was awesome. So I stocked my hotel room. I knew that I had to eat going into the drinking session, so I wouldn't be tempted by getting those late night cravings. If I did have those late night cravings, I would stick to the jerky or the cheese meat roll-ups. It worked really well. I didn't have those cravings like I thought I was, and I stuck to the diet pretty much exclusively all weekend long. Let's talk about the mental health tools. I'm just going to go through these really quick. I've talked about these every week. Here's everything that I do and everything that I still continue to do. You know, when I first started this journey, I incorporated one of these things, at a time. This wasn't all at once. Things that are on this list I've learned to incorporate into my daily habit just through repetition and curiosity on how it impacts me. So, always, I love the Calm meditation app. That is a staple, as well as the Tony Robbins priming exercise. That priming exercise is a breathing exercise, it's a meditation, it's a gratitude list. It's all kind of combined into one. I do that pretty much as soon as I wake up, after I drink some water and do some stretching. I always listen to the Quote of the Day and Mindset Coach podcast from Croxton. Love that guy. He's amazing. I also always take cold showers in the morning after warm. There's many health benefits to taking cold showers. Eventually, I want to buy an ice plunge dunk tank. That's the next step. For right now, the cold showers work until I can get that dunk tank. I always make my bed every single morning, and I've been reading a couple books. I only got a couple chapters in on Life Unlocked while taking the plane to and from Vegas. That was pretty much the only time I got to read all week. It was really interesting. I'm still loving that book. If you haven't checked out Life Unlocked, please do. It goes through the science of the brain and how the brain works and why all your motor functions and all your fear is channeled through your amygdala. It really explains why we do the things we do, and it teaches you how to put your brain into a different state where you can break that cipher. All right, let's talk about the diet. Really excited to share this week with you. Here's everything I ate for the week. Let's burn through this. Wednesday, strip loin and eggs. This is an 18-ounce strip loin and eggs. Thursday, ribeye and eggs. Once again, an 18-ounce with many eggs. I did also have some jerky in the evening, stuff that I bought from Costco for the trip. I got into a bag a little early, so I got to take care of that. Friday was travel day. I had a double bacon cheeseburger with some mustard on the side. I did not eat those tots, even though they were tempting. I asked them not to bring out the tots, but they did anyways. The way it goes, I was really tempted to eat those, but I knew that I needed to stay strong and put my best foot forward, so I did. Saturday was a super busy day. At the fairgrounds where the Highland Games were, they had all these food vendors. There was a couple different barbecue spots. I had this tri-tip sandwich. I got no onions on it, and I did not eat the bread. There was actually a lot of meat there, so it filled me up pretty well in preparation for that evening's activities, which included going out to dinner, and I had another double bacon cheeseburger. I forgot to take a photo of the double bacon cheeseburger, but it was massive, and of course I did not eat the bread or any sides. I'm gonna definitely make a video on how I order when I go out to restaurants. It's, restaurants are very accommodating these days. With so many different food restrictions, it's definitely uncommon for them to hear only meat, but they'll happily do it for you. So don't be afraid to order exactly what you want when you go out to restaurants. They will definitely cook it for you the way you like. You might have to pay a little bit more, because it includes sides and there's no exceptions. Fine, give your sides away to your friends, or, take it home to your dog or something. I don't know. Sunday was the day I was looking forward to all day from a food perspective. Last week I talked about it. I made dinner reservations at Smith & Walensky. That's at the Canal Shops at the Venetian. And my boy Alex and I went out there, balled it up for the evening. We got these canal viewed seats. It was great. I ordered the 44-ounce Tomahawk 28-day dry aged ribeye. And let me tell you, it was one of the best steaks I've ever had in my life. Check this thing out. Here, they prepare this, they prepare it in the back, but then they melt this 28-day beef tallow, this golden beef tallow. They just drizzle and melt all over to caramelize the outside of the steak, and then it dripped onto the potatoes, which I shared with my friend. I only had a couple of them, had to try them. But they cooked it rare for me, which is amazing. They finished it off with some decorative salt. And let me tell you, if you want a great steak with presentation to last, this is the one. It was fantastic. I ate all of the meat. The waiter was like, "No way, you ain't taking that down." I took it down all by myself, and it was amazing. It was 44 ounces, and that's with the bone. I'm assuming it was about a 28-ounce steak at least. It was a very massive steak. I was not hungry for a very long time after that steak. And it shows, because the next day I pretty much fasted all day. I was hungover as well coming home on Monday, but I was not hungry at all. I fasted the whole day, did not need to eat, and then all I did was drink electrolytes with water. I had some coffee in the morning, and that was it for the whole day. Fantastic weekend, really pumped on keeping it clean on the diet. And then Tuesday, 18-ounce strip loin and eggs, got right back into it and finished the jerky off that I brought to Las Vegas. So that was the diet. It was super fun. I'm pumped on that steak. I hope you guys enjoyed that too. All right, let's talk about the workouts. I had one Beast Fitness on Wednesday. I couldn't make Monday's session because coming back home from Vegas, and that just did not work out. Other than that, it was a lot of walking. As you know, if you've ever been to Las Vegas, you walk a ton. A lot of miles are logged, going in and out of the casinos and the shops and the restaurants and the bars and just cruising around. It's a lot of walking, and I was very active. I think I got around 20,000 steps on Saturday. playing the bagpipes has a lot of cardio involved in it. It's heavy breathing, and you do sweat when you play the bagpipes, no doubt. That's it from a workout perspective. You know what time it is. It's time to hop on that scale and see how I did this past week, even after going to Vegas and partying all weekend. So at the beginning of last year, I was 316.1 pounds. Last week, 247.7 with 27.4% body fat. This week, 246.2 with 27.8% body fat. Went up a little bit in the percentage, but lost a little bit down on the pounds. That is par for the course. I am proud of those numbers, not gonna lie. I'm well on the way to going down into those 30s. Gonna try to keep this momentum going, keep it pushing, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of this journey. So that's everything from me. I hope you enjoyed my bagpipes. I hope you enjoyed that 44-ounce tomahawk steak that I shared with everybody. If I could leave you with one quote, motivation gets you going, but it's the discipline that keeps you growing. That's the key right there. Consistency is key. You know, if I've learned one thing about this carnivore diet, if I start to slip a little bit, I will not lose the weight. If you want to lose the weight, you got to be consistent. Be clean, get out there and enjoy it, because it will work wonders if you allow it to. That's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love all you guys. I'll see you next week. Peace.